All right, let's talk about the IELTS exam, specifically that one part that makes everyone's palms sweat, speaking part 2. But what if I told you there's a simple, powerful technique that can help you give a fantastic answer every single time, no matter what they ask you? Well, stick around because that's exactly what we're going to break down today. So let's set the stage. What is it about this 2-minute talk that pretty much everyone finds so difficult? Let's get right into the heart of the challenge. I'm sure this feels familiar, right? You get that cue card, the clock starts, and you have exactly 1 minute to prepare. And then you're on. You have to speak for 2 whole minutes. It's the dreaded long turn. And yeah, that's where the pressure really kicks in. And it's not just about filling time. You've got to speak fluently, coherently for 120 seconds straight. No awkward silences, no just repeating yourself over and over, and definitely no running out of things to say halfway through. I mean, it's a big ask, and you know what? It's designed to be tough. But here's the good news. What if there was a secret weapon for this? A super simple, easy-to-remember tool that could just lift all that pressure right off your shoulders and give you a clear roadmap, no matter what topic gets thrown your way. You know, so many people have this idea that to do well, you've got to be some kind of natural-born storyteller, right? Someone who can just magically whip up a perfect speech on the spot. But let me tell you, that is absolutely not true. What if, instead of just hoping for the best or waiting for some brilliant idea to strike, you could just lean on a proven formula? A structure that helps you get your thoughts in order, fast, and build a great story from the ground up. Well, here it is. It's called the STAR method. And this isn't just for tests. It's a powerful framework that people use in high-stakes job interviews all the time. Why? Because it gives you a solid structure, it helps you organize your ideas in a flash, and maybe most importantly, it just makes you feel way more confident. Okay, so let's dive into this. How does the STAR method actually work? What are the moving parts? It's an acronym, which is perfect because it's so easy to remember when you're under pressure. STAR. It stands for situation, task, action, and result. Just 4 simple steps that basically walk you through how to tell a complete, interesting story. Let's break it down a bit more. S is for situation. This is where you set the scene, give the background, the who, what, where, when. Then comes T for task. This is your goal, the challenge you are facing. A is for action. This is the heart of your story. You explain the specific steps you took, which is a goldmine for adding details. And finally, R is for result. You wrap it all up with the outcome. What happened? What did you learn? See, it creates a perfect little story every time. Now, theory is one thing, but seeing it work in the real world is what really makes it click. So let's actually put this method to the test with a classic IELTS topic. Okay, so imagine this. The examiner hands you this card. It's a pretty common topic. Now, instead of your mind going blank, your brain immediately goes STAR. First up, S for situation. We just set the scene nice and simple. A few years back, I realized I was ordering way too much takeout, and I decided I really wanted to learn how to cook properly. Boom, perfect background. Okay, next, T for task. What was the specific goal? Well, it wasn't just this vague idea to learn to cook. It was much more specific. I wanted to master one complex dish, homemade pasta. See how that gives the story a really clear focus? And now for the A, action. This is where you can really expand and fill up that time. You can talk about all the YouTube videos you watched, the pasta maker you bought, that messy first weekend you spent practicing. You're actually showing the process, not just saying I practiced. And to wrap it all up, R for result. So what happened? Well, it was a total mess at first, but now I can actually make amazing fresh pasta. Plus, it's healthier, I've saved a ton of money, and honestly, I feel this huge sense of accomplishment. It's the perfect way to end the story. See how easy that was? We just went from a simple prompt to a full, coherent, detailed story. The STR method is like a guide that takes you from a blank page to a complete answer in that super critical 1-minute prep time. So, why is this so good? Well, for one, it automatically gives your story a clear beginning, middle, and end, which is exactly what examiners are looking for. It also just calms you down because you have a plan. And because each letter prompts you for more details, you'll have plenty to say to fill the whole 2 minutes. All of this just makes you sound and feel way more confident. So here's the main takeaway. You do not have to be a genius at improvising to get a great score. You just need a system. The STAR method literally turns this super stressful test into a simple, straightforward storytelling exercise. It's a complete game changer. So the next time you're practicing for speaking part 2, don't just panic and stare at the card. Just think, STAR. Try it out on every topic you can find. That 1-minute timer is ticking, so what story will you tell?